We finally made it to one of Europe's most magical theme parks, Efteling, where magic tales, dark rides and Disney-level theming collide.
And unlike your standard cookie-cutter frills park, Efteling doesn't just flex its big coasters. It wraps everything in story, atmosphere and enough charm to rival a certain mouse house.
From dreamy rides within castles to cosy family coasters, this place has a bit of magic for the entire family.
But our main hunt on this trip is to find the legendary Danse Macabre. But you know us, the moment we walked in, we tripped over something else we just had to ride.
So sit back, relax and join us for our exploration of one of the most beautiful theme parks we've ever visited. Oh look, Steve.
Whoopee cushions. Let one rip. I'm impressed. I'm used to it, but I'm impressed. It already feels like you're in a theme park now.
Yeah.
As opposed to a amusement park. As the coaster goes around. There's only one on the, there you go, they're both there. There's a joint seatbelt and speakers. Bag on. There's a lap bar doesn't lock down yet.
Max and Moritz, a Mack Rides steel-powered twin coaster, and it was really quite good fun. I tell you what, I've said it on the ride, but it's ridiculous how much onboard audio can change an experience on a ride.
It makes a massive difference with that ride. It speeds up as well.
Yeah, for the second lap, it just like the music speeds up and obviously the train speeds up, so it just makes it even more fun.
It just adds to the excitement, it builds the hype as you're going around it. It's obviously a family coaster, but it's still fun for what it is.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. I thought I loved the music. It's really like fun. The guy in front was like giving it a good dance.
On the first lap, yeah. on that one, you actually get the green side. You do actually get 2 helixes rather than 1.
Yes, and obviously the Mack side is 1.
But you do get squirted on that side.
You do! It was quite funny because Steve was on that side and he just got a massive blast in the face. And I got a bit wet too and I was on the other side, so you know, you can see how powerful that one is. He's not impressed.
Sarah clearly loved it on that ride at least. But next up we're going to potentially find a Danse Macabre.
Yes, because the building is right over there.
Yes, we were looking at it and we thought that must be it. So we're going to head that way right about now.
And then we saw some automated food machines outside of the restaurants, which is perfect if you want a quick and easy snack on the go without queuing inside. So we decided to grab a few tasty snacks, which give us an excuse to try out the world famous talking Efteling bins.
Dankeschön.
You gotta love a bin that says thank you for putting rubbish in it.
He's thanking you for filling his rubbish belly. Yeah. Themed bins, talking bins.
Yes.
I mean, that is a thing. And we don't know what else is around at the moment, but we are kind of interested in finding Danse Macabre.
Max Moritz is up there as well.
Yeah, Max is on the ceiling. Hopefully he doesn't fall off. Yeah, Danse Macabre sounds interesting, a new dark attraction. I wonder if it's around here anywhere. Also, as you can see, they have capybaras, and they are holding many...
Axolotl and a little red panda.
Red panda. That's actually one you need, a red panda and a capybara. That's your favourite animals combined. See, Costa Barras. We always will find capybaras no matter where we go. But we couldn't wait any longer, so we made a beeline for Danse Macabre and spotted an introductory act along the way, welcoming us into the haunted chapel.
On Friday the 13th, back in 1876, an international music competition was being held where a conductor, Joseph Charlatan, and his orchestra performed the Danse Macabre brilliantly. To the audience's terror, the orchestra completely vanished after the performance, which led to the abbey being run down and abandoned. The orchestra, however, never actually vanished. They were killed by the Unnameable, a shape-shifting creature most often appearing as an innocent black kitten. They play their music piece in the chapel each night as the Unnameable lures in more victims. Oh, so good. Yeah.
Well, we just came off of Danse Macabre for the first time.
An intimate, enclosed, dynamic motion stage. And also, Danse Macabre means Dance of Death in English, and I actually think Danse Macabre sounds better.
I think it does too, but yeah, either way, I mean, that was a mouthful of what type of ride it is.
Yes, it is. But it is a beautiful set of engineering in there. It was absolutely incredible. Like, that's just one of the best sort of dark ride show pieces
ever.
Engineering, because it moves around all over the place. It's just really good.
And for the casuals like myself, basically that means the floor moves up and down, it tilts, it rotates, and you've got individual cars on there that rotate as well amongst the floor.
It just makes you feel like the feel. It's just insane.
There's loads of features in there. There's like zombie guests who are just laughing and watching you go around. There's the conductor who's floating above like a wraith or a ghost. He's kind of like on organ pipes. He's floating in front and he's just going through it, showing you.
And then obviously around the sides all the orchestra
and
just playing.
The skeletons in tombs. Even the little hand railings at the side, the stone railings are moving back and forth. There's like a glowing harp in blue, smoke everywhere, complete darkness, lightning.
Yeah, and the staff actually walk around with like little old-fashioned lanterns when they're putting you in your seat, which is really cool. Adds to it, really does.
Exactly.
All theming's brilliant.
They're not just there like with lights, literally like every single bit of it. As you can see the building outside right now, that is the enclosed building, including the shop. It is so well themed throughout the entire area.
Absolutely gorgeous, and you can see it from quite far away. We were like, I wonder if that's Danse Macabre, and it was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, we saw from the Max coaster earlier. We were like, ooh, that probably is Danse Macabre. It's like an old monastery.
I knew it was going to be good, but it was even better than I even expected.
Yeah, we definitely need a few more re-rides than that over the next few days. But it is a beautiful ride, I have to say that much at least. You're just entranced the entire time.
Yeah.
It's quite hard to see on camera, so it's one of those you've got to see in person. So we highly recommend it. But next up, we're going to find whatever else.
We're going on Fata Morgana.
Fata Morgana, that is a indoor...
It's like a dark boat ride.
A dark boat ride. I mean, as you can just see from the area, it's like a magical, Disney-esque place as far as theming goes. And we thought the theming was good in Wallaby, Holland, and it's like, I mean, even the drinks machines are themed. Toilets, bins.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Everything's themed. And it's such beautiful scenery, and it's very clean too.
And the smell pods, forgot to mention that.
Smell pods.
Smell pods in Danse Macabre are absolutely insane.
And if Efteling is famous for one thing, it's the amount of dark rides available for the entire family to enjoy. It's not just about the coasters here, but the variety and beauty for all to enjoy. So we rocked up to Fata Morgana.
Which loosely translates to Mirage, which is rather fitting for this boat ride themed around the tales of 1001 Arabian Nights, as you head through plenty of mystical scenes.
It's quite a trip, including going through the legs of a giant djinn, which is like a demon creature. That was definitely my favourite part, however disturbing it really was.
But eventually you'll come across the largest bird statue in the world, guarding the entrance to the Vekoma steel enclosed coaster, Bogle Rock. It's quite dark inside, so we probably can't show much, if anything.
Yeah.
Well, not sure how much you saw of that POV, but it was,
Zero.
it was so dark in there. But yeah, that was Bogle Rock, the Vekoma enclosed coaster?
Someone just attacked the largest bird statue in the world, as Sarah
Yes,
says.
22 metres across, which it is massive, and we're under its butt at the moment.
Yeah, and someone just smacked its butt clearly, quite aggressively.
Oh dear.
Anyway, it's quite a fun coaster. You said there's 20 odd birds you can see in there.
21 birds you can see, but they kind of like flash at you, and then at one point you kind of go through like the rock's mouth.
Yeah, it's too fast for you to even notice
Yeah,
it.
it's actually really fast and intense. I like it. I like those type of coasters. It's like Can-Can coaster.
It is. It's like Can-Can coasters.
Without
maybe,
the music.
Yes, it's different. But there's a lot of stars, there's a lot of flashes in there, but it's mostly pitch black. You would not see anything with your naked eyeball.
No, you would not.
And after a breathtaking view of the park from 45 metres up on the pagoda, we decided to dive into the world-famous Symbolica, which was dominating our sightline.
Now, as you enter Symbolica, you're treated to an enchanted pre-show where you first meet Efteling's mascot Padoz, who opens the magical staircase to reveal a hidden entrance through the palace, where you will then have to choose your destined path: hero, music, or treasure. Whatever you choose determines your experience throughout the ride.
Wat is er aan de hand? Trubbels? Oh jee, pardoes. Ik heb iets slims bedacht. We bundelen onze kracht. Druk zoveel als je kan op het knopje hiervoor. Doe goed je best en de tour gaat weer door. Heel goed blijven drukken. Illumina Fantasia. Nee. Het is...
It's safe to say this ride is really good.
Yeah, it's really cute.
But it's also currently
At a standstill.
at a standstill. Issues always arise. Although it does let you appreciate the theming in this room a lot more. And after the slight technical delay mid-ride, for our money, Symbolica has to be one of the best themed dark rides in the entire world.
It is an enchanting and stunningly beautiful experience, with scenes having plenty of movement and magic, with theming everywhere the eyes can see. The animatronics are world class, and one of my favourite scenes is within the ballroom where you meet the king and it almost feels like you dance around the ballroom under the chandeliers.
And after being teased by the pancake chef inside Symbolica, we just had to walk straight into the pancake restaurant next door, Polly's Kitchen, or something similar, don't kill me for my pronunciation, for some absolutely delicious eats, not to mention the stunning theming still present inside the entire restaurant. Enjoying your spoon there?
Kind of therapeutic. But we stumbled across another dark ride, a BHS suspended model called Dream Flight, with a lot of beautifully themed scenes, almost as if you're flying through your very own dream sequence.
Well, usually we don't do these things and talk about pirate ships, but this in the background, if you can even see it still, there, is an exception. Why, Sarah?
Yeah, so this one, when it opened in 1982, I believe, was actually the largest of its kind until it got beaten by another one called Super Viking. And don't ask me where it is because I can't remember. But this one can seat 85 people, and the one that got beat it eventually is 96. So, you know, not far off.
Not far off.
And you can definitely tell because it is huge.
It is a gigantic ship. And yeah, Sarah said on the ride that you feel like you're falling forward more.
Yeah, because obviously you're taller, you feel like you're falling forward more. I mean, you don't feel like you're falling, like you're going to fall out, but it's just like that feeling more, which is I actually like. Yeah, the jerking forward, like you feel like you're like on a roller coaster. You get that too.
Yeah, and as expected, you get most of these stomach drops and the smaller, slow swings at the start. And the end, it's just really chill air time the entire time. Someone did throw up on it. On the ride as we were getting on.
Yeah, so we had to wait there for a cycle, but it did, in all fairness, they washed it off and it dried pretty quick. So.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They hosed it down and then they set it off on the cycle to air dry it. It was kind of cool to see.
But we had some time before the end of day one to enjoy the water show Efteling Symphonica. It takes you on a musical celebration of Efteling's music and magic. Giant lanterns called beacons of light shine over the water with colourful visuals, while fountains and projections bring the soundtrack to life.
Honestly, it's a great way for a park to wow the guests each night before closing, and it's much more cost effective than daily fireworks if we're being honest, and it's still just as beautiful to watch.
I honestly would love to revisit and watch it in the dark in the future. But right before we headed off to an adventure in the fairy tale forest, we took a small detour to Steam Carousel, which looked way too gorgeous to skip.
I find this rude. Aha! Sarah was trying to force me onto the pig, but the pig is closed. Right, so you've got the big horse. Yep. I'll take the tiny horse. But it was finally time to take a stroll through Efteling's legendary 15-acre fairy tale forest.
Which is jam-packed with classic scenes inspired by the tales of the Brothers Grimm, Hans Christian Andersen and Charles Perrault. From Sleeping Beauty laying upon a bed in dreamland to Rumpelstiltskin weaving his straw into gold.
So come along with us as we show you some of the highlights we encountered throughout the magical forest. You're looking a bit tall there, Sarah Barra.
Surprised you actually managed to get up there. You're like a little turtle.
Well, you do have to turtle through there. It's really short.
I know.
It's extremely short.
There's no village.
Yeah, but I'm a midget, so I should fit fine here.
Nah. As you enter each area, you're welcomed by these gorgeous storybook sculptures that narrate the scene in multiple languages, a small detail that adds so much to the magic of the forest.
De grote boze wolf was grootmoeders huisje binnengekomen en had er met huid en haar.
But you can't stroll through the forest without watching the spectacle that is Langneck. Although I'm probably butchering that, to be honest.
Probably. His English translation is literally long neck, and he represents the fairy tale The Six Servants. He's one of Efteling's most iconic characters, and seeing him in person as his neck just keeps rising and rising is honestly such a treat.
We zijn gegaan! Rita liep vlug naar de kant waar de stemmen vandaan kwamen. Kijk!
Before moving on, we found a little ride hidden deep in the forest, inspired by the darker Six Swans tale. It's a very short experience as you ride upon the back of one of the brothers cursed into swan form, but it's surprisingly charming and fits the atmosphere perfectly.
Dat is mooi.
Dat is een vraag.
Ja.
Dat is een magnet.
Nee.
Dat is een vraag. Dat is een vraag.
Oh. Actually looks like it's fun.
Yeah, it does.
Ik zal je grootste bezit opnemen, je leven. Oh, hoe het leven uit je wegvloeit. In mijn reis bij de diensten staan.
Overall, the forest is a big change of pace from the usual theme park antics, but a very welcome one. And depending on your pace and activities, it can easily take you 2 to 3 hours to really soak in what it has to offer. And with the fairy tale forest out of the way and a quick food break, it was finally time to go out and get our thrill on. Well, what we could of it at least. Well, as you can see right there, that is Barron. And as we knew before we came here, it is under maintenance, of course, for probably an overhaul, which it sorely needs, because as we all know, this is a 365 park, which means rides like that are closed sometimes. And we can't even see ourselves right now, but that's here and there. We know we're in frame somewhat. Ish. So sadly we can't get on that. It would have been nice to see if that could beat Oblivion's drop, because that is just an awesome, beautiful drop. Regardless, we are heading this way too.
We're going to Python.
Python? No, we're going Python first. Yeah, might as well go Python.
Well, we're going to the area, the thrill zone, so whichever one comes first, I guess.
Yeah, might as well get on Python, then get on something Drac. I've forgotten the name already.
Joris and the Drac.
Joris and the Drac hyphen. Hyphen. Straight into a loop. So far it's not bad.
Python, another Vekoma roller coaster. Before we went on, again, we're always really scared now because we're like, is it going to be a Gouderix or not? And we are pleased to announce that this is definitely not a Gouderix, and it was really good fun. I enjoyed that.
The trauma and PTSD from Gouderix is any sit-down Vekoma, we're like, oh no. But that is actually really fun. Rode it twice, front and the back.
Yeah, just to get both experiences, because once we got on the front, we were like, oh, this is nothing like Gouderix. Yay, let's ride it again. It's good fun.
Completely cool coaster. A bit light on the theming around everywhere else around it, but the trains themselves have got some beautiful theming.
Yeah, I like the snake design on it, and the queue line, you kind of like weave in and out like a Python, I guess, in the grass too.
Yeah, before you get to the cattle area, which is like the old snake game on the old Nokias. However, the ride itself, 2 vertical loops following one after each other, and then you get a double corkscrew.
Double corkscrew and then a helix.
Yes, you can't beat a helix in there. Good helix to finish you off. But yeah, overall, really fun coaster. Would recommend it, and it was quite decent on the wait time too.
Yeah, we didn't wait very long at all.
However, in front of us over there, next to a baron, essentially.
De Vliegende Hollander, the Flying Dutchman. Sorry if I butchered that ever so slightly.
It's a it's a water coaster. So we're going to get on our first water ride, one of two here, obviously, because we have the rapids also. And then we'll probably try the Woody over there, which is steaming around. Although apparently you don't really get that wet on this ride. 1 in 100 maybe, she said. Therefore you can leave your shoes on.
I'm hoping it's Steve.
So that means no ninja shoes this time.
But I've still got my poncho.
Poncho is still there. She's still going to be Bat Barra.
Themed to the legend of the Flying Dutchman, the tale tells of Willem van der Decken, a once-renowned captain and his crew setting sail and hitting a terrible storm, turning them all into ghosts. They now haunt the seas, and everyone who comes into contact with their ship will meet a terrible fate.
Ah, me mateys. Well, it's safe to say, apparently you don't get wet on that. I did, the second time.
I was going to say, it wasn't the first time. The first time we were completely dry. And then the second time, Steve got it in the face. And it was hilarious.
I do not find this hilarious. And after getting thoroughly soaked on the Flying Dutchman, it was more than appropriate to end the day on plenty of rides to dry off on the Woody, Joris en de Draak. I think we're a tiny bit ahead, but you know, we're on the outward curve at the moment, so I suppose we'll find out. Who will win?
Fire or water?
Fire or water? Ah, the spectacle. Woohoo! Well, we have just had 7 rides on
Joris en de Draak, or George and the Dragon in English.
One of them sounds way more aggressive than the other. George and a Dragon sounds like almost like George and a Giant Peach kind of thing.
It's talking about a good story, you know.
I'm joking. However, what do you think about this?
So we actually have had like a front and a back on both sides. So obviously they've got water and fire. The blue side, the water side, is definitely the better side, and we actually, for another time, think the front is better than the back. So the front has a lot of airtime, the back is intense, but the airtime, yeah, front coaster definitely all the way.
Yeah, because if you've ridden the Wicker Man, you know those are the same trains, so you You'll be with a seatbelt. That's the addition. You get a seatbelt now
Yeah, you do.
to go for both of you. But you'll recognise the trains, the basic design.
And you take your bag on ride, which
You
we
do.
find very strange, but you do it a lot in this park.
In every ride, I think, pretty
Yeah.
much. However, the coaster itself is magnificent. The blue side won 6 times out of 7.
Yeah, there was one time the red side won, but we saw it happened. So we're not sure what, could be weight thing, could be, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe if you've got more weight on your train, you'll win. But literally at the front, you get ejected out of your seat constantly on the hills. The back, not so much. The back, we talked about this. It almost feels like he's about to throw you out of your seat, but because it's going so aggressive, it rips you back into the track.
Yeah, that's why I said by intense. It's just so
Yeah.
fast. It just can't, you just can't get enough off the seat before you're back in it again.
Exactly.
Whereas the front obviously is really fast on the front and intense, but yeah, the airtime's brilliant.
Exactly. So it's no RMC, but it's absolutely brilliant coaster. However, Danse Macabre, we had a few more rides on that.
Yes, and I just love that. As I was saying, I said to Steve earlier, it's not a ride, it's an experience, and it's something that everyone should experience. It's very unique. It's like engineering and musicality and it's just amazing. Just all coming together in this most beautiful symphony.
And people cheer every time it
They
ends.
do,
They
there's a clap and everything, and it's just so good.
It's very rare you see that much appreciation for a ride, besides maybe an opening day of a coaster.
Well, yeah, exactly.
It's one of those really cool moments.
They have done a brilliant job with that.
But unfortunately, the park is closed. That is the end for us. We're going to head to the water show. So with that being said, Billy Cabara.
And keep it coasting.
Bye-bye. Don't forget to come to this park. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good jazz. It all helps. And most importantly, get to this park now.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.